Hey, this will be a video chart on CMSI. Someone brought this one to my attention yesterday, and as painful as it is to say it, I looked at it and then kind of forgot about it, and now I'm kicking myself. But I guess that's just the way things go sometimes. But just an absolute monster. To be honest, I haven't looked at the news or anything like that, so I'm not sure what's going on. All I know is that something good is going on, and that you can simply tell that by looking at the chart. And also, with that being said, the daily chart is, I don't want to say useless because it is helpful, but at the same time, you can't really tell anything from it besides things are going well. So I'm going to drop down to the 60-minute chart, and we'll use that because that's kind of a little bit more helpful. But this is just pretty much showing that the stock has gone NASA. It just looks like a rocket here. So let's go to the 60-minute. This will kind of help show us a little bit more, with the chart. So this is a 60-minute, and for people unfamiliar with charts, all that means is each one of these candlesticks here, instead of representing one day, now just represents 60 minutes worth of time. So that's the only difference between a 60-minute chart and a daily chart. So as can be seen here, a few days ago, things just woke up, and it essentially, had about, about 8 hours, 9 hours. It was just straight green action. Then finally had a few red candles, but has continued to move up. And it's just been really a monster. I mean, there's no other way to put it since it started to wake up here. But the question I've gotten is, if I want to get on a pullback, where are some pullback areas to get what are resistances? And as far as resistances go, I pulled up the weekly chart and looked back. We're essentially in a blue sky breakout territory, but the only resistance really is just simply the previous high, which was formed today up here at $1.10. This is the area where profit takers did decide to step in a little bit, and you can see there was a pullback here. Pullback was on relatively higher volume, so there was some people that got out, probably Friday traders and so forth, that just wanted to get out for the weekend. But then the last hour did have a nice little small rebound there. But as far as resistances go, $1.10 is going to be the key one that needs to be broken, and then after that you're back into blue sky breakout territory. As far as supports go, and supports meaning also areas where you could look to buy on pullbacks, right here was a nice one that hopefully some people took advantage of today, but this level is here at 86 cents. This is also a key support area. So this is a level where you ideally want to see it hold. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but this 86-cent level, is a level where you'd like to see the bulls at least display some sort of strength, which they have so far. This candle here dropped down, provided support. The price went below it again, but by the end of the this time period here, the price had closed back above it. So it definitely is showing signs of strength right here. Another area of support and a possible entry on a pullback is going to be right here at the 77-cent area. I'm just simply taking that one from where there was some previous highs. You could argue that maybe you could have it at 79 or 78, but for argument's sake, I'm just going to call it 77 cents. The one area of support that I would like to see the chart hold, not required, is going to be the 20 period simple moving average right here. This hasn't been tested yet, but if it can bounce from there, that'd look great. But if not, the ultimate level and the ultimate support is going to be this 50 period simple moving average down here. Yes, it's only valued at 37 cents, but it'll continue to creep up quickly day by day. And as long as this 50 period moving average holds, then the overall chart is going to remain bullish, because this is the overall trend measure right now. And obviously you can see all three of these are all pointed up nicely, so it isn't an uptrend on both the short term, the medium term, and the longer term. But for any sort of overall longer term players, you're going to want to keep an eye on this 60-minute moving average here, or on this 50 period moving average, and this will be kind of the thing that ultimately tells you what the overall context to the chart is. So yes, it could technically drop all the way down here, find support, and bounce back up. And if that were the case, this would continue to increase, and that would tell you that the overall trend is still bullish. So back to the daily, like I said, these were the lines I drew. Keep just make sure that you have the volume that remains strong. It's been insane, over $1 million traded today, so it's really been a monster. Same with liquidity. But as long as the volume, remains strong, there's going to be lots of traders in it, and that's nothing wrong with that. They do help provide liquidity. But just keep an eye on these support levels, and we'll see what happens next week. But it sure had a good, second half of the week. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the site and sign up and check it all out. One last time, this was CMSI. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekend.